In the year 2077, we see a man named Howard Cooper demonstrate his lasso skills at the birthday party. We hear on the television that nuclear threat is on the rise. Cooper is a famous actor. When the man asks him to raise his thumb, he doesn't want to. When Cooper's daughter Janie asks about it, he says that in the military they were told that if a nuclear bomb drops and if the explosion is smaller than your thumbs, you run for the hills. But if it is larger, there's no point in running. As Howard goes inside to get her a slice of cake, Janie suddenly sees a bright light and lifts her thumb. Cooper is shocked and confused at what he's seeing. He thinks it's just a fire, but as a cloud is forming, he realizes what it is. The shockwave reaches them and everyone begins panicking and fleeing. Cooper runs and puts his daughter on a horse. As the buildings crumble, they run for their lives. The nuclear bombs continue to shower down upon them. It is 219 years later. Now, in the year 2296, we are introduced to a girl called Lucy McLean. She's from Vault 33 and talks about the many abilities that she has obtained and presents herself as a candidate for marriage with the Vault Dwellers of number 32. It is approved. She's then prepared to get married. A beautiful open area is projected onto the vault walls. Her father, who is the overseer of the vault, is happy and says that she looks just like her mother. As they approach the other vault, she does not know how her future husband looks like. The vault then opens and a woman called Lee Moldaver introduces herself as a new overseer. Lucy's to be married 2 steps forward. They're impressed about him. They then get officially married and have a celebration. Some of them act slightly different. Hank then gives a speech about desperation and lawlessness outside the vaults, but they're building towards a better future. They then all have a good time. Lucy and Monty then enter her bedroom and become intimate. Lucy's brother Norm goes to check out Vault 32. He sees all dead crops. The rooms all look like a mess, but he then finds a dead guy without a leg. He runs. Shortly afterwards, Lucy hears some noise outside. She sees that the guy is full of scars. She puts on her Pip-Boy and sees that he's irradiated. He's from the surface. They are raiders and he attacks her. They begin fighting and she's tossed around. As he wants to stab her, she tries to run off and fight back. She gets the knife and cuts him, but he then stabs her with it. She hits him with the glass ball and cuts his face. However, she then removes the large blade and injects herself with a healing serum. She then finds their people killed and the armory also has been emptied. But she finds a tranquilizer dart gun. When another person is killed, she puts down the outsider. The raiders continue their violence. Many are killed. Lucy takes out another one. Stephanie's husband is killed. She attacks the raiders, but her eyes poke with a fork. But she then begins shooting them with a machine gun. Lucy then manages to save her brother. As she hides him, Monty attacks her, but her father takes him down and chokes him in the water. The raiders have captured the others and placed a bomb at the vault entrance. Moldaver says that the people here don't know who they are. Hank must choose between them or his daughter. He then locks her up and says that she's his world. They then shoot him with tranquilizers. Moldaver says that she looks like her mother and Hank is taken away. They run off and the bomb goes off. We then see a guy called Maximus being beat up. They are the Brotherhood of Steel who are knights that secure the wasteland. They hear some noise and we see a large aircraft arriving. We then see the Knights of Steel arrive with their awesome suits. They are sent a specific target. As Maximus checks out the knight armor, he relives a memory. We then see Vault 33 being cleaned up. Lucy proposed to the assembly that they send a search party to find her father, but the assembly is afraid they won't do it. Norm says that they won't do it since they want to be in charge, but Chet and Norm help Lucy to sneak out. They get to the main exit door of the vault. The door then opens. The assembly can't stop her and she exits. The hatch then finally closes behind her. It is a wasteland outside. She finds bones and human remains from the nuclear blast. Everything has turned into a desert. When Maximus is asked why he joined the Brotherhood, he says that it's to hurt the people that hurt him as a child. As he's questioned about his ambitions, a knight stands behind him. Maximus says that he'll give his life to the Brotherhood, so he then becomes a new squire to Knight Titus. He must protect the Brotherhood, the mission, and his lord, Knight Titus. He's then branded. The leader says that the mission is about a denizen who has escaped the Enclave. He has a profound object that can harm a nation. They must search the object and find the target. He then carries a bag for Knight Titus. He jumps into a chopper and they then take off. Maximus is happy with his mission. We are shown some bounty hunters that came to dig up a radiated mutant for his help. It is a ghoul that is resting on the ground whilst being nourished. They dig him up and then open the casket. The ghoul steps out in cuffs. He stares at them and they are afraid. The man says that there's a massive bounty on someone from the Enclave. They want his help. When he's insubordinate, he threatens to put him back in. But the ghoul pulls the man towards himself and grabs the other. The man shoots him, but the ghoul then shoots his head off. He then puts the final man down and goes himself after the bounty for the game of it.